Hey, glad to have you here. Today, we're diving into some big updates regarding Social Security, changes that have left a lot of people confused, especially when it comes to the dates, March 31st and April 14th. There's been a ton of talk about this online, and not all of it has been accurate. So what's really happening? Well, these changes were originally set to take effect on March 31st, but now there's a 2-week delay. The more surprising part? Not everyone is affected the same way. For some people, absolutely nothing needs to change. That's important, especially for those who might struggle with online systems or visiting an office in person. So today, we're breaking it all down. What's changing? Who it impacts? And what steps, if any, you should take. This is something you'll want to stay informed about. And if clear, no-nonsense updates like this help you, consider following along for more. What started all of this? The Social Security Administration, SSA, initially announced that starting March 31st, 2025, nearly everyone applying for benefits would need to verify their identity either online or at a local office. That might sound reasonable at first. After all, preventing fraud is important. But here's the issue. SSA planned to completely eliminate phone verification. For many, especially older adults, people with disabilities, or those in remote areas, using the phone is their only realistic option. As you can imagine, this sparked major backlash. Advocacy groups, lawmakers, and everyday people spoke out. The pushback worked, and SSA decided to delay the rollout from March 31st to April 14th. But the real win? They've changed the rules for certain groups. Who can still use the phone? If you're applying for Medicare, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Supplemental Security Income, SSI, you can still verify your identity over the phone. That's a huge relief for many who rely on this method. SSA recognized that removing phone verification could have serious consequences for these groups. So even after April 14th, they won't have to switch to online verification or visit an office. They can continue using the phone as usual. Who needs to use the new system? Not everyone got that same flexibility. If you're applying for retirement benefits, survivor benefits, or auxiliary benefits, which typically means benefits for spouses or children, you'll need to verify your identity either online or in person after April 14th. Phone verification will no longer be an option for these cases. There are a few rare exceptions, like individuals with terminal illnesses or those recently released from incarceration, but for most people in these categories, the change is mandatory. Changes to direct deposit updates. Another key change affects how people update their direct deposit information. If you're switching banks or your old account was closed, you won't be able to update this information over the phone anymore. Instead, after April 14th, you'll have to verify your identity using id.me login.gov or by visiting an SSA office in person. Even if you're not applying for new benefits, this change could impact you if you need to update your banking details. Why is SSA making these changes? According to Acting Commissioner Leland Dudek, the main goal is fraud prevention. SSA wants to modernize its systems and cut down on scams, an idea that sounds good in theory. But here's the reality. SSA has been dealing with major internal problems. Staff shortages, technical difficulties, and lack of proper training have all contributed to a rocky transition. Some employees weren't even fully briefed on how to handle these changes. On top of that, the Department of Government Efficiency, yes, that's a real thing, and yes, it's now led by Elon Musk, has been pressuring agencies to reduce costs and streamline operations. While that sounds productive, it's left SSA with fewer resources making this rollout more chaotic than intended. Scammers are already taking advantage. Whenever a major change like this happens, scammers see an opportunity. Right now, fake emails pretending to be from Social Security are making the rounds. These messages might ask you to click a link or enter personal details, but they're fraudulent. Here's how to spot them. Legitimate emails from SSA will always come from an SSA.gov address. If something seems off, it probably is. When in doubt, don't click on anything. Go straight to SSA's official website or call them directly. Expect long wait times. SSA is preparing for a surge of calls and office visits in April. Expect longer wait times at field offices and on the phone. If you know you'll need to verify your identity or update your banking info, it's smart to get ahead of it now to prepare before the rush. One of the best things you can do is set up a My Social Security account at SSA.gov. Yes, dealing with government websites can be frustrating, but this one is actually helpful. With an account, you can check, view your benefit statements, check, make necessary updates, check, stay informed about any changes that affect you. It puts you in control and helps you avoid last-minute surprises. Final thoughts. If you're not applying for new benefits or making any big changes, you don't need to take action right now. There's no urgent deadline for everyone to follow. But if you do need to update direct deposit details or apply for retirement or survivor benefits,
And if you're helping a parent, spouse,
April 14th,
or friend,
you'll
make
have
sure
to
they're
use
aware of
the
these
new
changes
system.
too. Many people still don't know the full details, or they've heard misinformation. Something as simple as letting them know that phone verification still exists for Medicare and disability claims could save them a lot of stress. The bigger picture Social Security was designed to be a support system. Any changes that make it harder to access can have serious consequences for people who already face challenges. Yes, keeping things secure is important, but it has to be done in a way that doesn't create new obstacles. Otherwise, we're just replacing one problem with another. Quick recap, March 31st was the original start date, but it's now delayed until April 14th. If you're applying for Medicare, SSDI, or SSI, you can still use the phone to verify your identity. If you're applying for retirement or survivor benefits, or need to update your bank details, you'll need to verify your identity online or in person after April 14th. Scams are on the rise. Always double-check emails and never give out personal info unless you're certain it's from SSA. Have questions? Drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to help, and I know many others in the community have great advice too. Stay informed, stay prepared, and take care. I'll see you in the next update.